morning and welcome to Stuber Field here in beautiful sunny Stanford, California. We are just moments away from kickoff from the Division II semi-final for the women. We have Cal State Northridge taking on Indiana in what promises to be a very entertaining battle. I am joined again this morning by USA Eagle Colin Hawley. And Colin, beautiful conditions here for some finals rugby.
We had a wonderful second game, some playoff atmosphere. We got a great Stuber Rugby Stadium kicking off early in the first match of the day, 9 a.m. These ladies look ready to play. Absolutely wonderful day for rugby, perfect conditions. The pitch still looks wonderful even though it played on last night. Should be fantastic weather, fantastic conditions for the second day of action.
It certainly does, Colin, and we get a look there. The Cal State Northridge side wearing the red strip with the black shoulders. Indiana in the maroon and black jerseys. We're about to get things started here. And this is a Final Four battle. The winner will continue on to the final tomorrow. Loser drops back to the consolation round. Indiana ball in hand to get things started here. And we are underway. Referee gets the whistle and we're off. Short little kickoff comes down to Northridge, well fielded. Nice little offload, enterprising start. Could be a possible knock on though. She has dropped the ball. Looking to show their hand very early, this Northridge side. Very young program, Colin, just into their third season here and already find their way into the Final Four. Very impressive start by them in terms of their rugby career. They actually got a letter from the president of the college congratulating them on their Final Four berth, and very encouraging signs for the program up there as we see our first set piece. Scrum goes down, ball goes in from Wagner. She looks for a fly half in Lyons. Caitlin Lyons just across field, nice pass but well contained there. Beautiful tackle from Monique Robles. She moves up quickly with the tackle. Still very hotly contested at the breakdown.
Looks like they might have something out here left to get the ball going.
Yeah, a lot of value out to the left. They can move it, plenty of space, plenty of players. Wagner goes in again. Nice charging run there from the Indiana offense. Northridge not giving an inch though, defending very well. Still they move it to the left. Another great run from Indiana. Almost up to the 22 now. They're going to keep going down that left side. Another run. This is a very good start from this Indiana side. Now they're going to look to attack. Let's see if they can set up the platform here. Just taking it forward. That looks like Rebecca Caphart. What a great run from her. Just driving it forward. Let's see what the referee says here. Penalty, not releasing the ball. Great job from Cal Northridge to get in there and try to poach that ball, forcing the penalty and the turnover after what looked like some very promising attack from Indiana.
Great physicality up front. I'm really liking them keeping it tight and really getting their forwards involved early. Great physical prowess. Great kick to touch here. Let's see if we can get a line out in. Really look for Ciara Waters-Mullen on Cal State Northridge. She's been a try scorer and absolute one of the key players and captain of this side. Look for her to get involved early, Dan, and have some impressive moments here early on to get her team going.
Yeah, Waters-Mullins, we've heard some good things about the captain of the forward pack there playing a prop today. Ball comes out, Northridge do well to retain. They move it out through the back line. Nice little step there to beat the Camacho. She gets the ball away, but it's being turned over. Indiana on the attack now, 22 out from the line. Loose play, referee says play on. That's Camacho again. Getting in there like a demented mole, digging around for the ball. Indiana now, they move it out. They're a little clustered, Indiana. They need to get some space. Little messy, they come down the blind side.
Brittany Lyons is out there on the wing, number 14. She had 4 tries against Davenport in the quarterfinals. They're going to want to look to get her the ball pretty early on. There she is picking up the ball right there. She might have had some space, some real estate if they got the ball out to her, but 4 tries in the quarters, you're going to want to see her with ball in hand early on.
Yeah, definitely will. And some good lead-up work from Devin Edders there, getting that run, looking to get those hands free, and that's what we talked about. You talked about the winger there. If she can get loose and get those big feet of hers moving, anything can happen. She's actually jumped into the line now. You don't see that very often, the winger.
All skills, all players, Dan.
All skills, all players. She's got the jumping sausages around the leg there as well. Let's see if she gets up. They go to the 2-man. Well contested by Northridge side. They're going to come away with it. Good stuff from Murillo to come down with that ball. They just truck it forward. Let's see if they get a pressure-relieving kick away here. They keep it in tight with the forwards. Great burrowing run. Well met, though, by Rebecca Caphart. She's had a busy start to the game, Caphart. Ball comes down again. Northridge sticking to this recipe of just driving it to the forwards, picking up yards when they can.
Shelby Runyon having a great tackle there. Coming up pretty strong in defense.
Nice little kick from Gillian Chance. She opens it up, goes out to the wing. That looks like Samantha Kennedy. She does well to contain the ball, but she's met immediately by the Northridge defense.
Samantha Kennedy scored 2 tries against Salisbury in the round of 16 as well. She's a try scorer. 2 very dangerous wings for this side.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's 6 tries between the 2 of them. That's very dangerous. Obviously, that shows the hand of Indiana where their potency lies out in the wings. In Kennedy and Brittany Lyons, they want to see if they can move that ball out there. It's going to come down onto the shoulders of Morales and Jarrett in the midfield to get the ball out to those faster wingers. They're going to have an opportunity to do so here off this scrum, just 30 metres out from the Northridge try line.
First name, last.
Wagner, the feisty little scrum half, ball in hand. She feeds it in. Comes to the back now. Olander, a little bit messy from Wagner there, but she does well to recover. Loose ball, let's see what they can do. Looks like it's still with Indiana, though. They do well to retain possession. They make a tackle. That's the 8-man, Olander again. She breaks off the scrum nicely, gets herself involved. Referee playing advantage. Indiana still with the ball, though. And we're going to pull it up. Looks like it could have been a little knock-on. And then referee Lee Bryant there, obviously seeing something at the breakdown. It's called the little knock-on. We're going to get another scrum, but another good attacking opportunity here, Colin, for this Indiana backline. You really do want to see the ball come out to Brittany Lyons, see what she's got. Wheels to burn. Let's see if they can get the ball out to her.
Got a pretty steep line set here on the right, but a lot of open territory on the left side for Samantha Kennedy to have some purchase there. I'd almost look to go left. She's a try scorer as well.
Ball comes about now. There's Lyons to 10. She moves it across. Beautiful ball to Jarrett. Could have been a turnover. Heavy contact there from the Northridge players. And again, looking like a bunch of bumper cars bouncing off each other. Beautiful stuff from the Indiana side, though, to retain possession. Feverishly competitive turnover. Northridge, though, goes dangerously close to the sideline. Still with the ball. Beautiful little exchange. Camacho back to her winger there in Livingston. And then finally, manhandled over the sideline. Sarah McGee keeped the change, she says. She throws the Indiana player over the sideline. Good stuff there from the Northridge side, picking up 25 metres.
Nothing for the inside center Morales to do there. She just got bottled up and thrown into touch. Really nothing for her to do except take it out of bounds and set this line out. Great defensive pressure there.
Jessica Murillo here with the ball in hand with the throw. Great throw right down the middle. Well handled there from Moreno. She goes forward. One of 2 Morenos in the team, close to the sideline. Interesting to see who Rule took this one over. They're going to say that Northridge took it over. It's going to be an Indiana ball.
Yeah, Murillo would probably want that one back. She was trying to fight and stay in bounds, but she's got to get her pads a little bit lower, make sure she doesn't fall off the cliff there.
No parachutes in rugby. You go over the cliff, you're in all sorts of trouble. There's a throw. Well handled. There is that winger again. Not straight, says the referee. Got some help from the AR there. And we see the skills that he talked about of that winger.
Captain, would you like?
Brittany Lyons in the lineout, jumping at 4. And they're going to call for the lineout again. Northridge feeling they have a dominance here in the lineout. And Murillo, she's been very strong with the throws thus far. She's going to set up against this lineout just 40 metres out from the Indiana line.
Ready, Mississippi, orange, 32.
Full line out set. Murillo with the throw. Goes to 4, over the back. Well handled, though. Comes down now, they're through the backs. Camacho, she passes it out, there's a winger. Ball goes to ground, though. It's a loose ball, anyone's play at it. Still, Northridge going back with offense, so loose offload. They need to settle things down and go forward here. Oh, that's going to hurt them. Little handling error. Let's see what the referee calls there. Play on, she says. Interesting call. They've still got it. They've got some space. Ball comes out. Oh, Lyons coming around. Can she get a foot to it?
Oh.
She gets a knee to it instead and it trickles over the sideline. That could have been dangerous. Brittany Lyons streaking away. We get to see a little bit of the pace that she has, and now a little bit of limp from Lyons. That could be trouble there for the Indiana side.
Not what you want from Northridge. A little bit of sloppy play. Looks like they were trying to get the ball out to Catherine Cargery out on the wing. She had scored 3 tries at the West Regional, so it looks like they want to get the ball to their winger as well and see if they can get on the outside and get around Samantha Kennedy and see what we can do on defense.
Yeah, we saw Livingston, the winger for Northridge, with a good run as well earlier. So obviously 11 and 14 for both teams. Very dangerous here today. Not straight. Yeah, good chance they're going to call for the scrum here. They've had some troubles in the line out, Indiana, thus far. They're going to back themselves in the scrum, the set piece. Let's see if they can unleash this potent back line off this set piece. Caitlin Lyons, she's looked good so far distributing the ball. She's talking to her backs now. Let's see what she can set up. She's a nice size fly half too, big girl. Good athletic looking build for a fly half. Could challenge the line herself with a bit of running here. Wagner with the ball. She'll feed it in. Olander at the back. A little bit sloppy. She's under pressure, Wagner. Gets the ball away to Lyons though. She steps, beats one. Straightens up Lyons. There's some value there if she can go. She's inside the 22. They need quick ball to the left. They've got big numbers. They come that way through Morales out to Jarrett. They're looking to show their hand out to the wings here. Oh, again, a tough pass, a second tough pass that the winger there in Kennedy has taken, and unfortunately she can't capitalize. Is there another turnover? The referee's going to bring us back for a little knock on. No advantage for Northridge, and we'll pack a scrum just 22 out from the Northridge line.
Little sloppy out there, Dan. Might be the early morning play. These teams kind of have to wake up and get in the mode here, but you know, quite a few turnovers, a little bit of sloppy passing. Look for this team to kind of sharpen things up. The team that actually gets going, sharpens up their passes, maintains possessions, looking to get on the scoreboard first, in my opinion here. Oh,
very wise words from a wise man. Northern California's king of rugby himself, Colin Hawley. We were actually down on the pitch a little earlier. It is a little dewy, a little bit of moisture here in Northern California. The ball could get a little slippery. We've got a little time out here. One of the Northridge players is down injured. Just rolled her over. It doesn't seem to be too serious. Friends and family watching at home. Looks like it may be the knee or the ankle. So we'll just take a little bit of time out here and have a look while they trainers address her. Both teams coming together here to have a little chat. And like you said, just 10 minutes gone here. Both teams struggling with the handling a little bit. A few handling errors. Let's see if they can fix that up.
Speaking to one of our sponsors, Gatorade knows every victory starts from within. It's the determination to come up big when it matters most, but no athlete does it alone. They need training and fuel to perform. That's how greatness comes from within. Win from within, Gatorade.
Yeah, good sponsor, Gatorade of all sports. I won't start my car in the morning without having a Gatorade. Let me tell you, it starts the car inside me every morning, gets things going. Good stuff from Gatorade, supporting USA
Absolutely love
Rugby.
Those Gatorade chews.
The chews, they've got everything now. They've got the, obviously built on the rehydration, the Gatorade, famous out of Florida, and then they've got the post-workout stuff as well, and you can attest to that. They do support USA Rugby quite well. Always a full esky of the protein shakes and other assorted goodies from them.
And Dan, I liked what Indiana was doing in the beginning of the game. They were really keeping it tight with their forwards, getting them involved early on. I think they're being a little too adventurous too early on, moving the ball wide. I think they need to set up a good, solid platform up with their forwards first and then try to get some real estate on the outside. They saw success early on, got within Northridge's half here. I think we're trying to fly the ball around a little too early, a little too frantic, get back to the structure and systems and play some phase rugby.
Beautiful stuff, Colin Hawley there. They do have some big size advantage in the back line with Lyons and the fullback McLaughlin. Be nice to see those two get themselves a little bit more involved.
Looks like Monique Robles was helped off for Northridge.
Yeah, not the start that she was looking for here today. That was a nice little kick from Gillian Chance. Good feedback from Law for the scrum half. Here we get a chance to see Kennedy rung the ball back. It's with Indiana now, about 40 out from the Northridge line. Ball comes out to the left. Northridge just taking it forward. They've been very, very hesitant to spread the ball too far past one or two passes thus far, Northridge. And again, earning themselves a penalty there. This would be a nice little pressure reliever for them. Gillian Chance now, she'll step up and take the penalty, kick the touch. And now this probably will get them into Indiana's half for what feels like the first time in the game, Colin.
Absolutely, they did a good job maintaining possession and getting the penalty and getting out of their half here if they get good purchase on this kick. Now it's the question of being accurate at the line out again, Dan. We've seen a few missed throws here. So they can clean it up at the line of touch and get deep into Indiana's end.
Ball goes out just inside Indiana's half. Murillo, she's been very good with her line-out throws thus far. Let's see if she can continue that here. We get a great look straight down the middle of the line-out. Great work from the camera crew here at Stanford, California.
Chance setting up with a steep backline outside. Looks like they might go for a strike move in the middle of the field, but stolen by Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana on attack now. What a great little run from her right up into the 22. She gets the offload off the ground as well. They've got some numbers to the right. The referee's seen something, though. She's not happy. A little knock on there from Indiana. She's going to pack down a scrum. And again, you talked about the handling errors hurting both sides. Again, very evident there as Indiana looking hot on attack gets stopped by a little error there.
Accuracy at the line out, Dan. We talked about earlier on. The team that finds the accuracy earlier on in this match is going to be able to do it. Not finding their jumper in the line out gives Indiana the ability to kind of trump back down in Northridge territory. They're just stuck back into their own 22 again.
Great scrum from Indiana there, pushing Northridge back. They'll keep the ball, though. They move it out. Charge down. There's a chance. Oh, she's done well there. Chance to recover the charge down kick, and she gets another one away. Oh, that could have been dangerous there for Northridge.
She did extremely well there. Block kick, great presence of mind to turn around, catch that ball, juke a defender, and get the ball back into touch. Well done. A little bit of pressure here coming from Indiana, putting the heat on the fly half pretty early on.
Plenty of pressure on young Gillian Chance there. She does a great job, though, like you said, of getting that ball into touch. They're still under plenty of pressure, though. Still inside their 22. Indiana with the throw. Haven't had much success in the lineouts thus far. Let's see if they can work things out as they go to 2. Goes over the top. It's anyone's ball. Towed through from Indiana. Will that trickle in the in-goals? No. Picked up by the fullback there in Mandy Cotter. She just kicks the ball out. They pick up a few extra meters there, taking it out towards the 22. But Indiana with the line out again.
Still within Northridge 22. They did well to kick that thing into touch. You almost want to see him get the ball out to Sonia Livingston here. There's a lot of real estate to the open side. Not getting a lot of real estate in those kicks. Might want to try giving it to the winger and say you get something around the corner.
There you go, stolen. Northridge with the ball again. They move it out to the back line. She straightens up nicely, though. Good, strong run. Met well, though, in defense by Indiana, just driving her back. They're stuck on the 22. They commit some players in with Northridge now with the ball. Again, a nice little pick and go as they just start moving this ball out of their own end. Law goes in, dishes it back to Chance. She moves it across to Camacho. Looking for some support, Camacho. She's strong on her feet, beats one tackle. Picks up a few more meters. Nice run from Camacho there. Law digging in, it could be a turnover, and it could be dangerous if they can move it quickly now.
Oh, move. Space on the outside.
They come back to the left. That looks like the hooker and Peterson. She just charges forward. Nice little offload from Peterson to Caphart. Indiana with the ball. About 23 out, stolen. Northridge could have this. They're quick to adjust, though. Play on. Referee will have none of that. She blows the penalty. Yeah, pressure reliever there for Northridge. It looked like Indiana may have turned that ball over again. Referee spotted an infraction at the breakdown penalty, and we have Gillian Chance again, ball in hand, looking to clear this out the line.
Indiana had a great chance there to get the ball into the hands of Brittany Lyons on the wing, and they just moved it through the set of hands. She had a ton of real estate and open territory straight to the try line. If they just got the ball to her, I think that's got to be one of the #1 jobs here for this squad, is to get the ball into her hands when she actually has the opportunity with space.
Yeah, Lyons appears to be limping still, favoring one of those, looks like the left ankle there, just a little bit. You hope she can shake that off. Like I said, she's going to be a huge weapon. 4 tries in the lead-up game to this one, and they're showing the hand. They want to get the ball to her. That's a better throw from Northridge. Law, bad pass though. The Chance, it's loose ball, it's on the ground. Here comes that one. Lyons, we talked about. Lyons, 1-on-1. Nice little offload there. Beautiful stuff from Kagari. Oh, that's not Kagari. That's Livingston out in the wing. Kagari's in the 14 jersey. They're going backwards. Lyons, little toe through. Can she get there?
That's got to be a penalty.
Could be trouble. Referees deemed that a penalty. Yeah, playing the player off the ball. Let's see what they do. Indiana moving quick. They're going to take the tap. They're on the attack. Nice little offload. They're tied up about 5 meters out from the line. Nice little pass there to Lucchesi. She's tackled just meters from the line. Will they keep going to the left? No, turnover, Northridge. They're going to get forced back into the in-goal, though. Can Indiana capitalize?
Not rolling away.
There we go, not rolling away. Penalty to Northridge. And Indiana, you've got to be upset. What looked like a very promising attack there comes undone with yet another handling error.
Brittany Lyons looked to toe that ball through. Got tackled without the ball, Dan, right before the try line. Absolute penalty. Unlucky for her not to get through and have that try. But ball stays in touch right to the lady of the hour. Good to keep the ball out from touch.
Lyons does well to get it back inside there. Looks like Runyon has the ball, comes down now. That's Caitlin Lyons. She has nowhere to go, just gets the ball back. Devin Edders. They keep moving it to the left. Nice little run there from Morales.
Still on her feet, keep on going. Bringing a couple defenders with her.
Oh, tough pass. Lyons does well to handle, goes out to Jarrett. She moves it across. Ball on the ground though. Here's the fullback McLaughlin, let's see what she can do. She's swallowed up though by Kagari. She gets through Kagari's tackle. Referee though, seen a little knock on. We're going to come back for a scum to Northridge. We talked about the handling, Colin Hawley. It's really hurting both sides. Almost a stalemate at the moment. You get the feeling that whoever can control possession a little bit better here is going to put some points on the board and start going away with this game.
Definitely a territory match, Dan. Indiana's been in Northridge territory the entire time thus far. Let's see if they get, oh, great little run here. Great fend off.
Yeah, Gillian Chance, she's looked the most dangerous player for this Northridge side the entire time. Got it for not releasing there.
I'm not sure if I agree with that, Dan. You got to bring the player down. She rolled through the tackle. Seemed like a play-on moment to me.
Tend to agree with you on that one, Colin. Definitely looked like Gillian Chance had broken through the tackle before she hit the ground. Entitled to get up and continue playing. Nonetheless, we're going to play on here as Indiana kick the ball in the touch. They're going to come about probably about 38 meters out from the Northridge line.
Just seems as soon as Northridge gets close to the 50-meter mark here, they just turn the ball over and get an unfortunate momentum shift, and Indiana's on the attack again within their half.
You almost get the feeling, though, this continual pressure and territory advantage Indiana eventually is going to reap the reward of getting some points. You just hope that Northridge can hold on. They've defended very, very well thus far. Here we go. Jessica Erickson throwing the line out. Goes to two. Well contested again, though. Comes down to Murillo. She moves it out to Lyons. She just gets it on the foot. Nice little cross kick. Very cheeky. Goes out to the winger, Kagari. She's got some speed, Kagari. She kicks it on the foot. Oh, could come back for a penalty. We're going to play on right now. Indiana, deep in their own 22 for the first time this game. Trying to kick it through. Gillian Chance with the ball now. It comes down to the 8-man. That's Schmeling. And the referee, well, she spotted something. She's going to come back. Oh, we're going to the penalty from the kick. Took out the player after the kick. Kagari got through, put the nice little kick through, and then she was absolutely smashed after she kicked it, trying to chase her own kick through. Fair enough, it's going to be a penalty here. It looks like four. No, we're going to pack a scrum. That's why I'm not a referee, just a commentator.
Finally, Cal State Northridge gets within Indiana's half through some great play by Catherine Kagari. Scored 3 tries at West Regionals. You want to see her with the ball in hand a lot more, just seeing how dangerous she is right there. Pretty great kick ahead. We weren't able to catch her getting taken out after the kick, but you're not allowed to touch the player after she's cooked it off her foot. Gives Northridge a great attacking scrum platform within Indiana's 22.
Yeah, Lord now. She moves it to Gillian Chance. She looks for runners. She pulls it in and backs herself. Pops it up beautifully, though. Camacho. She moves it wide. There's Livingston. Ball goes behind Livingston. She dishes it back now. There's still a chance. Ball still on the ground. It comes down to Law. She's looking for runners. She finds Camacho. Oh, could be a high tackle there. Let's see what the referee says. They're trying to marshal some troops in. Law now with the ball. Nice, strong run there. That's Waters Mullen. You talked about her, the captain of this forward pack. She rumbles forward. Indiana with the turnover. They move it quickly. Here goes Kennedy. Can she get on the outside? Kennedy's away. It's a foot race. Kennedy, can she get all the way? She breaks through one tackle. She's finally met by the fullback in Mandy Cotter. Good recovery from Northridge. Still with Indiana though, right on the halfway line. Exciting end-to-end rugby here.
Brittany Lyons calling for that ball out of the wing.
Yeah, Lions versus Livingston. It's going to be a salivating matchup out here, the two wingers. Ball goes into touch, though. We're going to see a line out.
We saw Samantha Kennedy getting some real estate on the left side here, doing a great job to round her defender. She scored 2 tries against Salisbury in the round of 16. You see her pace coming around the corner, beating Kagari on the outside, doing a great job to take 3 defenders with her and get a ball back for her team. Got some dangerous wingers in both these sides here, Dan. They want to get the ball in their hands early on.
Yeah, you get a look in the replay there. Of course, the fullback in Mandy Cotter, she was back there making the tackle. But you got to give a tip of the hat there to Marissa Navarro, the lock getting back in cover defense, making that tackle on the very dangerous and elusive Kennedy. Great job by her scrambling. Northridge ball in hand here. They're going to have the scrum. Jade Law, the scrum half. She's had a very busy game thus far, Law. She'll be feeding the ball. They've got a very deep back line set out to the left. Gillian Chance, she's shown that she's not afraid to run the ball and take on this Indiana defense. She's got some speed and Livingston out wide. Here we go, Chance with the ball. She goes to Camacho into center. She shifts it across, nice pass. Oh, almost picked off. Brittany Lyons comes up in the line. She picks it like a dirty nose and almost goes to the house with a try there. She just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Yeah, scored by Northridge. Indiana scrum.
There we go. And we're looking at the first of 2 games here in the Final 4 for the Division 2 women's game. The second one will be live and exclusive on USA Rugby TV starting at 11 o'clock Pacific between Florida International University versus Mary Washington. We've seen some of the players from FIU getting warmed up. These they look like a big dangerous squad, Colin.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great matchup coming out right after this one. Still tied 0-0 here. Battling to be the first team to get on the scoreboard here.
Indiana with the ball now. It comes out, that's the fly half in Caitlin Lyons. She moves it across, there's Jarrett. Nice quick work to Kennedy. She's seen her in some space already, Kennedy. She can't get free this time. They're 40 out from the line, they continue down the blind side. This is good stuff from Indiana, stringing together the phases. Oh, look at that intensity though. Northridge hit that ruck and then forced the turnover as they move it out there. Some numbers to the left. Unfortunately, Gillian Chance there can't get free. She gets another kick charge down and Indiana come up with the ball again. They continue to press down the blind side through the forwards. Northridge though, force another turnover. They've done a great job at the breakdown, poaching balls time after time here. They're about 40 out from their own line. They've got some space and some numbers to the left. They need to move the ball quickly though. It comes out to Chance. She moves it across to Murillo, hooker. Looks back inside. One more pass, Livingston's free. That's Navarro. She gets out to Livingston. Oh, Brittany Lyons, you sensation. Gets up and smashes her and got her too and just slings Law over the sideline. Play on though. It comes down to the prop Moreno. She moves the ball across. It goes behind Everett. Exciting stuff here.
Great defense by Indiana causing that turnover. A little sloppy play from Northridge, turnover in their own end. We got a great rumble coming through from Sarah Peterson. Trying to get the ball on the winger, the ball's still on the deck. Blown up by ref Lee Bryant. Coming back for the knock on. We got a player down on Northridge side. Getting some medical attention right now. Great defensive pressure from Indiana. Northridge did all they could to keep the ball alive. It seems like they want to play the ball in hand quite a bit and play that offload game to phase after phase. Not sure how it's working out right now. Turnovers are plenty, and both of these team sides, I would think the team that kind of maintains possession, plays through the phases is going to do a lot better. But here we go. We got a scrum down to Northridge. Still, their number 8, Gabriella Schmeling, down receiving medical attention from her sideline.
Yeah, we've still got to play it down. The referee's playing on with the scrum here. Schmeling down with some 2 trainers assisting her here, trying to get some attention. And looks like she's finally called time off here. The AR come in just to let her know. Another trainer coming out. Could be Schmeling. Looks like she might have a little bit of claret coming out of the nose. Well, we've got this little break in play. We're going to cross down to our special guest on the sideline, USA Eagle and former Super 15 sensation, James Patterson. James, tell us a little bit what you're seeing down there from the game so far.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. It's a real up-front battle at the moment. What I really noticed is Northridge technique at the breakdown's excellent, and they're turning over a lot of ball. If they can get some purchase on that ball, I think they're going to go a long distance in this game as Indiana's forward pack's tiring.
Yeah, very important there. Northridge, like you said, very aggressive at the breakdown. And they've spoiled Indiana a lot as it comes out now with Kennedy. She takes a little run down the sideline. Picked up well, though. That looks like the young little inside center there again in Morales. Still, they continue and they go over the sideline. James, Indiana definitely controlling possession and territory thus far. Haven't put any points on. What do you think they need to do to get over the try line?
Yeah, I think just a little more depth at the first receiver position. Indiana's defense is awfully quick up on the line, so that'll help them get past the first wave.
Yeah, I like that a lot. They've got some speed to burn out in the wing. And talking of wingers with speed to burn, James Patterson was one of the best of them. And he will be back on the field hopefully soon, coming back from a pretty serious knee injury. They're definitely missing him out in the field there. And we'll continue to cross to James throughout the day down on the sideline with all his input. The rugby genius, James Patterson. Sensational to have him with us here today.
Another overthrow line out here, Dan. Another missed cue. Skill breakdown here at the line out. Now, relative to yesterday, we have 0 wins, so, you know, but one of these teams has to get some structure on this line out, start winning some ball and mark down the field. But we have an Indiana scrum coming up here, probably one of the best attacking opportunities for them to get over the try line here. They got the winger Brittany Lyons off to the right on the strong side. If Indiana can move the ball through their hands and get her the ball in some space.
There we go, they do win the scrum. They come out to the back, the fullback McLaughlin. I've been impressed with her. Oh. She gets it to Lyons, one more pass, her a chance. Morales, go you good thing, can she get around the field? Try time! Indiana dots it down. Oh, Latricia Morales, you little good thing. She gets around the outside, dots it down for the first try of the game. 5 points to 0 for Indiana. But we'll have a look in the replay. You've got to tip the hat to Brittany Lyons, who's done some great lead-up work. Finally, the backs get together, and McLaughlin coming in on the back line there. What a great little offload. Great hands from Lyons. Unselfishly dishes it out to Morales. And she still had some work to do here, Morales. She does real well to get out the outside. A little bit iffy on the put-down, but they're going to give it to her. And first try to Indiana.
A well-worked strike move from the backs. Great platform from the forwards to get that ball out. We had Morgan McLaughlin really creating that penetration in the back line and sucking in the defenders that give Brittany Lyons a chance to set free Morales on the corner. She did a great job keeping her legs going through the tackle and getting through that defender and getting over the line for the first points of the day in this match. And here we go with Morgan McLaughlin looking to convert.
She's got a good technique. Looks like might be a bit of a soccer background there from McLaughlin. Unfortunately, pushes that ball to the right. The score remains 5 points to 0. Indiana leading Northridge Cal after about 30 minutes here in the first half. And you always got the feeling that was coming, Colin. Indiana have had the better of possession and territory. You just got the feeling that eventually Northridge were going to crack.
Yeah, it's an absolute territory game, Dan. The longer you spend in your opponent's half, the more chances you have of getting over the try line. I think if Cal State want to stay in this game, they've got to get over that side of the 50. They have to start pressuring inside their end. I think being a little less loose with the ball, a little less of those 50-50 offloads, they'd have a good job to play some phases and get over the line and play some phase rugby.
Yeah, definitely. Like we said, they're a very new program. This is their first time at the Final Four, just 3 years into their program. So they are learning on the fly here in Final Four football.
Yeah, this is head coach Christina Ella Torres, her first year of head coach after being an assistant coach with the team. So she's got to be happy with the progress that she's been making this playoff run that they have here as her first year head coach.
Yeah, very great season for a first-year head coach to get to the Final Four. So congratulations to her and the entire Northridge program. Very exciting young program coming here, the Cal State Northridge team.
Now they line out halfway here for Cal State Northridge to see if they can connect with their jumpers this time.
That's a better line out. Beautiful stuff from Navarro. She pulls it down at 2. It comes out to the back line. Here's Camacho. She's been dangerous all day, Camacho.
Hey.
Gets the big stiff arm up in the face. She can't get away, though. Good defense from Indiana. Law now digging around. She'll go to her forwards and put them to work. That looks like it's the 22 there, Elia Woods. Great run from Woods as she takes it up over halfway. Ball comes back. Great counter up from Indiana, though. Anyone's ball. Let's see who can come away with it. Indiana. Law trying to tackle. She just keeps going forward. Comes out to the right now. That's the 8-man in Orlando. Referee's got something here. Let's see what she comes back for. Little knock on at the back of the breakdown there from Indiana. And again, it's kind of been the story of the day for Indiana. They've controlled the territory of the game, and just silly little errors creeping in have cost them dearly.
A little bit of turnover here, a little errant pass. No, not enough numbers at the breakdown. They had a great line out, great pass off the line out, awesome skip pass, but resources there at the breakdown let them down.
Certainly does. It almost feels like they just need to commit a few more plays to these breakdowns. Just clean it up. Blow the breakdown up. Get the Northridge players out of there, and then they'll get cleaner ball and unleash these potent attacking weapons they've got out wide in Lyons, McLaughlin, and Kagari. Ball comes down to Kennedy, sorry. Kennedy, she's with the ball now. She's well met by that player I mentioned, Kagari, from the Northridge side. Oh, nice little weaving run from
what a hit.
Yeah, huge hit there.
I think that was Gabriella Schmeling putting in the hurt on.
Yeah, little Morales, she's not going to get a try that time. Schmeling absolutely smashing her there as she tries to find her way through. Here's big Rebecca Caphart again. She goes for a run down now into the 40. Indiana with the ball. It comes out through the back line. That's Caitlin Lyons. She just dishes it off. They move it wide. That's the outside center and Jarrett. Can she get it free? There's Brittany Lyons. She's well met from Livingston, though. Wrapped up again. Good scrambling defense from Northridge. Ball comes down now. Still with Indiana as they go forward. Offside, didn't retreat behind the last woman's foot there at the breakdown. And this will give Indiana a nice little platform to attack off. They can get this ball over the sideline.
Brittany Lyons looked like if she got a good ball there, she would have some real estate to run on the outside.
When you've got such great speed on the wings. Oh, Livingston. She's been upended by a Ganguly Googly there as the ball bounces the other way, straight over her head.
That was just a little bit of a dipper.
Let's have a look at that hit from earlier.
There's Gagari giving chase on the outside. Great job wrapping the defender, and then here comes the hit. Boom. There it is, Gabrielle putting in a great hit. Wonderful stuff. Physicality is not coming up short here in this game, absolutely not.
Oh, nice little short line. Oh, Rebecca Caphart, very athletic there, grabbing the ball, having a little dash down the blind side. Unfortunately, just forced over the sideline. That's one way to fix your lineouts up. Just go to the front.
Absolutely. I think that's a great option if we just kept her in touch from going into touch. But, you know, the inaccuracy at the lineout, you definitely want to change things up earlier on.
Here we go, Morello with the throw. She's been very solid with throws. Over the back, anyone's ball. Comes down. That's Caitlin Lyons with the ball, the fly half. She's wrapped up, though. She needs some support. Indiana need to get some troops in there. They do so. Wagner now. She comes down the blind side. That's a better run. Nice intensity there from Indiana going forward. Caphart now. Oh, she's flirting with that sideline again.
She needs to drive her legs back in field. She's getting pushed into touch too easy. You want your number one to go ahead and suck in some defenders and not get pushed out so easily, in my opinion there. She'd probably want that one back.
Yeah, I think so. That's 2 in a row from Caphart now getting forced over that sideline. Like I said, just needs to pump those brakes, come back in field a little bit, play a bit more conservative and keep possession. Especially when you've got Navarro in the line out there, an absolute weapon, the lock at the 2 jumper, just picking up line outs as easy as you like.
Another turnover here at the line out from Cal State, Northridge. Indiana electing for the scrum here. Not a bad decision.
Yeah, having some issues in the line out. Not a bad option. They do have a pretty solid set piece in the scrum. Let's see if they can unleash some of this attack now. Caitlin Lyon standing nice and wide here at 10. Wagner with the put in. Again, oh, could be trouble there. She gets it. That's a tough pass for Lyons to take, and she loses it forward. It's a quick turnover now. Gillian Chance jumps on the loose ball. Still with Northridge. They move it out to the right. That's a strong run there from Cal State Northridge. That's the 8-man. Schmeling. There we go. Chance just kicks the ball over the top, finds some real estate. Comes back to McLaughlin. Let's see on the counterattack. She steps the first, McLaughlin. Beats the second. Spins out of the third, maybe. Now 40 out from the line. Good run. She could be in trouble here for holding on. Yes, referee sees it. She's got to release that ball, and she needs some support, though. She's quite isolated there, McLaughlin.
She did a great job juking the first two defenders. Did her job great. Third one finally brought her down. Their wingers have to get to her and support a lot quicker than that for her to get the ball back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the kick fails to find the line. It's fielded by Kennedy. She offloads it back in field. Indiana in their own half. What feels like the first time in probably 10-15 minutes we saw Cal State Northridge get down there a little earlier, but it's really been played all in their half this first 40 minutes.
Let's go, ladies!
Referee Lee Bryant having a word for Indiana. Few too many infractions too frequently here.
You'd hate to see them get a yellow card with these continual infractions. That could turn this game just a 5-0 lead. Considering all the territory and possession they've enjoyed in this first 40 minutes, you would think that they'd want a little bit more of a comfortable lead than 5-0.
Cal State is absolutely holding on to this game, slowly trudging into their half. You'd think if they just get one of those little half breaks and get a good ball through to the wing, they can get into this game and make it 5-5.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Gillian Chance at 10 and Yesenia Camacho, the inside center. Both look very dangerous when they run. Livingston out here on the wing also very dangerous. Again, the line out just letting them down there, not straight. Indiana will probably elect for another scrum here. We're going to pack it down. They're still in their own half though, probably about 25, 26 out from their own line.
Again, we see Northridge finally make it into their 50, and again with the turnover. And it's unlucky here. They got to main possession when they're in their end. The territory game is absolutely killing them right now.
Here we go, scrum down. Indiana with the put in. Victoria Wagner, she moves it across to Lyons. They're going to attack from here.
What a move.
Oh, what a great play from McLaughlin. Can she link up with Lyons? She does so. Livingston with some great defense. Morales, the try scorer. She offloads back to McLaughlin. Referee's whistle blows it up though. Forward pass, she says. Oh, how about that set piece? A beautiful little run from the fullback, McLaughlin.
What an impressive set piece move. Again, we're seeing Morgan McLaughlin as the strike runner off that well-executed backline move. She seems like the pinnacle strike runner for this backline to go ahead and open up the game. Unlucky for Indiana not to get that ball into the hands of Brittany Lyons on the wing, but what a well-worked move. You can tell that they've practiced out of practice, waiting for this opportunity to use this here in the playoff setting.
Good scrum. Schmeling picks off the back. She goes, look at her, like a bull in a china shop. Schmeling just charging into the Indiana defense. Law now. She offloads it back. That's a 6, McGee. She follows suit, McGee. Dreads flying around everywhere. She charges forward into the defense. It comes out to Waters Mullen. She dishes it off to the hooker, Murillo. Out to Chance. They look promising here, Northridge. Can they keep the ball moving? Camacho.
Kagari's outside.
We've got the winger, Kagari. She rounds her. Kagari beats another one. Go, Kagari, back inside. They're going to get there in the corner. Oh, they're so close to it. What a well-worked play from Cal State Northridge. The crowd's going bananas here, Colin Hawley.
What an awesome try. We said before, if they just got one of those half breaks to get the ball in the hand of Kagari, great things will happen. It seems like they've been trying to break Indiana's half. Finally do. They get the ball through the hands. You get a well-worked try with Christina Kofus. Watching the replay, we had some great work from McGee on the weak side. The forward setting up on the left-hand side and a great breakdown in the middle. Great hands coming from the back line, getting it out to Kagari. She does a well job stepping to the outside, great inside-out move, looking to cut back inside. Awesome loop around from Christina. Great presence of mind, get on the outside of her winger when she cut back inside. Support was there. Great try in the corner. Unlucky for the conversion not to go through. But we got a ball game here at 5-5. Great job, Northridge coming through and getting the points right before the half. Brilliant work.
Yeah, it certainly was. 5-5, probably fitting. Both teams having their chances here in the first 40 minutes. Great job from Kagari. Sensational stuff from both teams after the first 40. We're going to go away. When we come back, we're going to have all the highlights from an enthralling first 40 minutes. Don't go away.
What an exciting first half here, Dan. That was absolutely impressive the way Northridge finished that first half. They've been trying to get in the territory of Indiana. They've been just shutting them out. We just said they needed one spark, one break, and they would open up the game and tie this thing up 5-5. Great job to end the half.
Yeah, how about Kagari out there in the wing? That was a fantastic job from her. The in and away, you talked about that. Very, very nice stuff from her. And you know what? We kind of got the feeling, though, with all the territory and possession that Indiana enjoyed, and they're only able to put on 5 points, you got the feeling that, you know, if Cal State Northridge could get a little bit of ball in the right part of the field, they could make something happen, and they certainly showed that there with that last piece.
Maybe Indiana got a little cocky there. You saw referee Lee Bryant bringing over one of the Indiana players and talking about their real discipline. They're giving up quite a few penalties now, maybe getting a little too loose. You know, give it Northridge the opportunity to get back in their half. And you saw Kagari, she scored 3 tries at West Regionals. She's absolutely dangerous. That inside-out move that she had, absolutely brilliant. Finding her support on the outside. You know, we have more plays like that from Northridge. This is going to be a great second half.
Yeah, that was fantastic to watch on the replay. Yeah, like you said, Kufos getting around the outside there, and good stuff from them. We're going to get a chance here to take a couple of look at some of the highlights from the first half. And it was, like you said, a little scrappy, a little tough in the first half. Only 2 tries scored, so we could see things open up in the second 40.
Absolutely. We'll be back in a minute with the first half highlights. Stay with us.
Psychology, art, nursing, English, sociology, art history, biology, history, child development. So quite a variety of interests shown by young ladies playing here today. Those of us interested in cinema, television, arts might want to find a way to peruse the wonderful setup we have here for this weekend, with all the games being shown live streaming on your computers. If you have an internet connection, we'll be giving you the exact details of how to connect to that later on. But we've got a wonderful team doing play-by-play, multiple camera angles, and it is really a wonderful addition. The miracle of the internet that can be watched far and wide, and it might be that Jade Law from Guam, whose mother is Australia, could be watching right now. So we've got to get that information to Jade Law's mother. Exciting first half. It was at the 10-minute mark that Morales carried in the try for the Indiana Crimson Hawks, and then just before the end of the first half, Peoples tying it up with a try for Northridge.
Yeah. So we can work the clock in the broadcast on this thing. Thanks.
And welcome back here to Stupid Field in beautiful Stanford, California. We are greeted by a halftime score of 5-all in this game. The final four, first of the semi-final, the final four between Indiana University and Cal State Northridge. And we're going to take a quick look at some first half highlights here today and what's been a pretty enthralling, scrappy battle, Colin.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd think Indiana had most of the possession in Northridge's half. They did a great job maintaining possession. Northridge not giving up an inch, though. Great defensive pressure from them, but definitely a little scrappy play at the breakdown. Looks like, you know, a team that actually cleans up their act a little bit could have actually better chances of winning this match. Lineouts looking pretty good there for Northridge. Had a little trouble in the beginning, but great ball out here to their fly half. Gillian Chance does a good job cleaning that up. Little sloppy play in the back, but here we go. Morales, the try scorer in the corner in the first half. She's doing a great job. Scrappy little player, taking defenders with her. Pretty impressive stuff there. Here we go, Gillian Chintz again, taking the ball up. She's had a great first half, really doing a good job marshaling her forwards and her backs, and really an attacking fly half. And here we go. Here's Kagari, absolutely one of the most dangerous players on the pitch. We've seen her twice get the ball in space. Right there, you see her getting a great kick in the behind. One of the only times Northridge was able to really get in Indiana's half. And here we go, we get a good look at Samantha Kennedy against Kagari, getting around the outside. Great move, beating one defender. Good job coming back inside and taking two with her. The wings are definitely the weapons for both of these teams. And here we go again, Gillian Chance getting the ball out. Almost intercepted there by Brittany Lyons. Both sides battling it out right now. Been a pretty hotly contested match. Actually, Gillian Chance had two balls chased down there in the first half. And here we go, McLaughlin. She's been awesome getting in the strike moves in the first half, getting the ball out. There's the try scorer Morales off the set piece move from the scrum in the first half. Great exciting second half action here to come. Tie game 5-5. Look for Indiana to go ahead and maintain a lot more of the possession. Let's hope Northridge can do a better job combating that battle.
Yeah, once they got the ball, Northridge, they looked good, and they were able to get that try right at the end of the half. We're unable to show you the highlights as play got restarted here. But it's going to be a tough next 40 minutes. Like I said, I think whoever controls the ball best here, and at the moment it really looks like Indiana's doing a good job as they come out to the fly half there in Lyons. She moves it back though, and they lose some possession. It looks like Northridge have got the ball again. Still in their own half though, Northridge. They've got some numbers down the blind side here. They can move it. They come that way. That's Navarro. The lock. Nice little run from her. She takes it up. Finally, Indiana adjusts their numbers. They're back. They're set. It comes out to Waters-Mullen now. She just serves it off. Chance. Ooh. Camacho. Livingston now with the ball. Let's see what she can do. Nice little stiff arm from Livingston. She's well met though. Now they keep it in the forwards. Pick and go. Good stuff here from Northridge. Nice little offload. Picks up some more yards right down the middle. Again, they've got some big numbers to the right. They're trying to pull the troops out here. Kennedy, the winger, is screaming to get her players out there. Let's see which way they go. They come down that way. They keep it tight. Murillo with the switch. It was late. The support runner probably didn't know the ball was coming there, and they put it down. Indiana turn it over. They got the ball. Can they offload quickly? They do so. Morales. She's well met though. Kagari, that flying winger for Northridge, wraps her up well. Ball comes out. Well picked up there by Devon Edders. She does well to pilfer the ball. Now Wagner. She moves it across to Orlando, her 8. Back inside, beautiful pass to Peterson. Offload again. Oh, unfortunately, they're lost forward. And now it comes down to McGee. She's had a great game, McGee. She's been everywhere. James Patterson's just given me some stats. She pilfered 7 balls in the first half. Fantastic stuff there.
Again, Dan, you see a lot of sloppy play here at the beginning of the second half. They decide to go quick with Anna Olander. Absolutely great option right now. Catch Northridge off guard. There's Caphart again, doing a great job getting the ball back to Wagner. Elizabeth Hall, haven't seen her touch the ball much today, but she does a good job getting the ball back to Runyon. Indiana happy to keep it tight right now, even though they got a steep line set. The dangerous Brittany Lyon outside. It looks like a turnover ball for Northridge. Great job turning that ball over, but it looks like a knock-on.
Yeah, always dangerous with McLaughlin. Very smart though. She'll play no advantage and come back. She knows her scrum just 15 out from the lines, more beneficial for her side. I'd like to see them unleash McLaughlin again. She was really impressive in that first half. Such a strong carrier of the ball.
Absolutely. She's sucking in 3 defenders every time she takes one of those strike moves in, creating a lot of space for Winger. She's done a great job getting her hands free and getting that offload too.
Yeah, certainly have, especially with 2 explosive wingers like Kennedy and Lyons outside her. Always good to have a fullback who's strong in the tackle and can get the ball away. Here we see now Wagner with the put in. Nice scrum from Cal State Northridge though. They may have one against the head. They do. There's Law. She moves it across the Chance. Still through the backs they keep it. Out to Livingston, one-on-one. Can she get free, Livingston? No, she's well met there. Looks like little Morales and Lyons wrap her up nicely. Maybe Jarrett in the tackle as well. Good work from the center pairing from Indiana. Oh, trouble. Back to McLaughlin. She just charges straight ahead. Takes in 2 defenders. Dishes the ball back. Wagner. She hands it off to her prop now, Lucchesi. She's well met though, just 25 out from the line. There's some numbers to the left. Let's see which way they come. Wagner digging in, looking for the ball. Nice little pick off there. Looks like she's found a 7 in Erickson. Nice run from Erickson. Could be stolen though, and it's McGee over the ball again. No, says the referee. McGee. She's all over the shot, McGee. She went to take the quick tap. No good, but Wagner will take the quick tap. She's caught him offside. Let's see if the referee plays advantage. Play on. Nope, she was. Very nice from referee. She'll stop things down here for the 10. Can't take the quick tap twice in a row, Colin.
Great presence of mind by Wagner, taking that quick tap. McGee trying to be a little cheeky there. Well, although it's my penalty, is it your penalty? Wagner not having it. She comes right up the line, does a quick tap, and again, we see the ball with a quick tap, and Caphart taking it up strong.
She's been very busy, Caphart. Not afraid to get her hands dirty, running the ball forward. Always nice for a prop. It's been turned over again. I'm sure McGee was involved in that. Are we going to go sneaky McGee or tricky McGee? Which one are we going to go for? She's fantastic around the breakdown, McGee, and gets a penalty for her side for not releasing the tackle.
Not releasing the tackle player.
Northridge, get out of jail free card. Keep the ball in touch. McLaughlin back there. She's been so good under the kick. Let's see what counterattack she can work up here. Decides to go for the corner. No one home and back. What a well-placed kick. Will it roll into the end goal? Yes, barely just. Number 4, Marissa Navarro, giving a great chase back to get down and dot that thing down, but a well-placed kick by McLaughlin. She's been all over the pitch. She's absolutely great.
Yeah, just unlucky there. That ball just straightened up at the last moment and trickled into the in-goal. But how about Marissa Navarro? She made a try-saving tackle in the first half. She's down there chasing that ball down. She's got the 4 on her back. She's everywhere, Navarro.
Yeah, she's putting in the hard yards right now, absolutely keeping her team in this game. Northridge is extremely lucky to keep Indiana off the scoreboard. They've been in their own end for a long time now. They got to get out and start getting in Indiana's territory, just like they did at the end of the first half, and get some points on the board.
Oh, nice charge down from Livingston. She gets the ball away to the try scorer, Kufos. She gets back. Camacho. That comes out to the 7 in Moreno. And she's bundled over the sideline, though. Oh, Brittany Lyons, a little bit dangerous there, trying to drop that on the foot. I thought she should have backed herself with some counter, maybe still under a little bit of a fitness cloud with that injury she picked up in the first half. But Livingston all over her.
Looks like a little bit of happy feet from Brittany Lyons. She's walking a little gingerly, maybe not trusting herself too much right now and trying to kick the ball.
Good line out from Northridge. Morello, she hands it off to Law. She comes out to Chance. Camacho, she moves it out to Kufos. Nice little ball. There's some value. Can they get it out to Kagari? The winger, can she get free? Oh, Kennedy's learned from the first half. She wraps her up beautifully. Now it comes down. It moves out to the 8-man, Schmaling. She just takes it forward. They're about 30 out from the line, finally getting some ball. But Indiana again, nice. Oh, she's got a knot rolling away.
Just looking to go quick here. Chance, get the ball out. They have numbers on the outside if they use it.
Camacho! Oh, I've been wanting to call that one out all day. Yesenia Camacho, you little sensation, backing up on the inside. Great stuff, and against the run of play, just like that, Cal Northridge march it down the field, and they've taken the lead here, Colin Hawley.
Absolutely. Indiana has controlled all the territory, but it seems as soon as Northridge gets inside their own half, they have moments of brilliance. And that was all the presence of mind of Gillian Chance to take that ball in quick deck and come back down the short side where they had numbers. And we had the try score earlier on, Christina Kofis, really taking that ball through the middle and having a great offload off the ground. Here's a replay of it. There's the ball going to the try scorer, Kofis. She does a great job fending off the defender, hits the deck, pop off the ground, finding the try scorer now, Camacho, getting under the sticks. Absolutely wonderful, brilliant moment of play. You'd think Indiana would be up on the scoreboard right now in the possession of territory, but Northridge coming out with absolutely spectacular moments of play, starting from the fly half, Gillian Chance for that quick tap penalty, but Kofis has just come on and been amazing for their side here.
Yeah, she's provided some great penetration out wide. Kofis picks up a try in the first half, sets that one up for Yesenia Camacho. How great is that? One of the greatest names in sport, Yesenia Camacho.
Camacho, try score.
Sensational stuff there. Thanks, Mr. and Mrs. Camacho. And Indiana now on the back foot. They've looked a dominant side here for the first 48 minutes. Now behind on the scoreboard. Let's see how they respond. It looks like heads down there. A few hands on hips here from the Indiana players. They're going to need something special to come back. Short little kick though. Gets a good bounce. Beautiful little bounce. It's well contested. Referee's going to play it on. Indiana recover the ball well here. Let's see what they can do in attack. It comes back. Wagner. She moves it across. Caitlin Lyons. Nice little pass. There's some value out wide if they can get it there. Brittany Lyons. Ball on the ground. Looks like Morales might have recovered. She's driven towards the sideline and bundled into touch there. Good defense from Cal State Northridge.
But really impressed with the Cal State Northridge defense.
Yeah, the Matadors of Cal State Northridge getting some wind in
one
their
of our
sails.
sponsors here, AIG, is a proud sponsor of USA Rugby. AIG is a leading international insurance and financial services organization serving commercial, institutional, and individual customers in more than 130 countries. AIG.
Beautiful stuff there. Line out pulled down now. Indiana in defense. Cal State, let's see what they do. The Northridge team, the Matadors. They move it out. Gillian Chance drops it onto the foot behind there. Gets in between Lyons and the fullback McLaughlin. Lyons goes back for it. She's been a little hesitant to run Lyons. Now she finally does, and she's free Lyons. Let's see if she can break out. Nice little offload to Morales. It comes out now. There are chances. Jarrett draws it in. Kennedy, one-on-one. She goes back inside Kennedy. Still, they've got the ball on attack. Nice little pass. Oh, and
What
let's
a
see,
tackle.
penalty here. Might be playing the ball on the ground.
Great tackle by Mandy Cota. Absolutely wonderful from the fullback of Northridge, coming in and making a great hit against a very elusive Samantha Kennedy. Decided to turn back inside. She's going to want that one back. She had real estate on the outside that she could definitely use as a winger. Not sure if I agree with her turning it back inside. Northridge does a great job, and some more pressure defense come from them. Even though Indiana's in their half, they are not letting up tries. Here's a replay coming in here. There's one of the highlights here. Brittany Lyons getting the ball out. And here we go, great pin and pass. Samantha Kennedy coming up, and look at that stick. Absolutely wonderful for Mandy Cota coming in and making the hard hit at fullback.
Here we go now. Murillo, ball in hand with this lineup. Their lineup's pretty solid. The target, Navarro at 2. She's had a good game, Navarro. She goes up, there's a throw, just over top. Now it's pulled down, Indiana with the ball. They're flirting with danger with that sideline though. They get it back, Wagner goes in, just dishes it off now. Lachisi, she rumbles forward, the prop. Good stuff from her. Penalty here, looks like she's gone straight down off her feet though. Supporting players, quick tap, they're away. Gillian Chance with the ball. She's shown her hand to attack very well this game, and now we've got them for not 10. No, not releasing the ball. That's a big turnaround. Now Indiana will go quick. Peterson, she taps and goes forward. Needs some support. She offloads back to the lock there. Elizabeth Hall. She's been busy these last few minutes getting her hands on the ball. Wagner, Lachisi again down the blind side.
What a hit.
Beautiful contact.
Waters Mullen
Wagner goes wide. There's Lyons. Looks like she's wrapped up. She needs some support. Morales will slot into fly half. She does so beautifully and shifts it across to Jarrett. Jarrett out to Lyons. Oh, she was under all sorts of pressure. Brittany Lyons. Livingston shoots in off the wing, and now they turn defense into attack as it comes to the fullback Cota. Livingston looping around. Can she get free? Livingston one-on-one with Lyons. Oh, she returns a favor, Brittany Lyons, and they get bundled in the touch. Good stuff there, Colin Hawley.
Absolutely wonderful. And you got to think Sonia Livingston was told before the match, you got to get up and take away the space from Brittany Lyons. Absolutely did a great job coming up and closing down the space early, not giving her any room to breathe on the run, shutting down the space. Nothing's more frustrating than winger than not getting your space and getting suffocated right when you get the ball. She's doing a great job on defense and almost had a great attacking option there on the outside.
Oh, if someone's writing a book on how to play wing, it should be Colin Hawley, the sensation himself. Scored plenty of tries out there. Bagging some meat. We'll give the Honey Badger some love. Colin Hawley bagging meat out in the wing. And Brittany Lyons wants to bag some meat here too today out in that wing. As the ball comes back to Cota, though, the fullback. She's been really strong in this second 40. As has the whole Cal Northridge side. Finally starting to get some momentum here. Law now, she shifts it out. Chance puts it onto the boot. She finds some space. Kennedy lets it bounce, and she gets a bugger of a bounce, Kennedy. It rolls back. Can she link up with McLaughlin and counter? McLaughlin's got some space. Back yourself, Morgan. She does. She breaks one tackle, but Kufos brings it down. The super sub. Play on, says the referee. As McLaughlin keeps rumbling forward. Nice little pick and go there. Still with Indiana on the attack.
Could absolutely throw a net over all the Indiana attackers. They've got to get some space and some depth out to the right.
Wagner now goes to the big prop, Caphart. She picks up some good yards. Wagner gets in again under plenty of pressure. She comes out to Lyons. Quick hands. There's the center, Jarrett. Wow, Livingston, she's been so strong in defense. She gets up quickly, but always making a tackle. The winger from Cal State Northridge. She's had a great game. Still with the ball now. Livingston with the steal there. She's doing everything, Livingston. She's going to wash the jerseys and fold them after the game. She's got everything going on for her here today.
She's having a blinder right now. Absolutely all over the pitch.
There we go. Chance. McGee. Sneaky McGee with the dummy. Oh, she's through McGee. She needs some support, though. Great tackle there from Morales to bring the bigger girl down. Still Northridge on the attack, though. Cota. She moves it out. Camacho. There's the outside. There's the lock. Try time Livingston, she gets a reward for her half work, and this game is turning around. Let me tell you, Cal State University Northridge are in control here, Colin Hawley.
Absolutely. I tell you what, Dan, if we had to call this game in the first half, Indiana had all the possession. Let's look at this replay. coming out, great hands through the backs. Number 7, Guadalupe Moreno, giving the ball out to her winger. Sonia Livingston has been so good on attack and defense all game today, getting her just deserves, getting over the line. They are just relentless, Dan, right now on defense. Indiana's been in their end, been in their end, been in there, and they just keep on defending, and they take their changes, doing a great job finding the hands in the second half here and getting Livingston over the line, finding their wingers, their danger players out wide.
Yeah, coaches love wingers who can score tries. I'll tell you what they love even more, wingers who can save tries. And Livingston has saved 2 or 3 today with that up and in defense she's utilizing out there, and she does get a very just reward there in scoring that try. She's been great on that left wing there for the Matadors. There's a conversion. Oof. She has given that a god-awful spank. Unfortunately misses it, but she's made great contact with the ball. Very unorthodox approach to the goal kicking. She comes in almost like an NFL-style kickoff, launches herself at the ball. That one goes across the face, and the score remains 15 points to 5. Cal State, Northridge over Indiana here. 56 minutes gone in the game.
Now for Indiana here, they got to get their team moving. They've had most of the possession in Northridge territory. I think just a little sloppy play. You know, we need some more organization there in the forwards and the backs and be able to utilize their attacking assets, but they keep on trying to get the ball to their wings. But Livingston has just been a presence, shutting down the space for those wingers. They haven't been able to catch any real estate out wide because of her defensive efforts. I think they don't really have a second option there.
No, she's shooting in so well, but she's so effective. I mean, a lot of coaches don't like players shooting out of the line. Livingston's timing it beautifully, and she's making the tackle. She's wrapping up the ball, so there's no offload. She's shutting down the play very effectively. I've been really impressed with her. I hope the rest of the team and the coaching staff recognize the hard work that the wingers doing out there. Don't get much winger love. When they get it, they deserve it, though. That won't go 10. They won't play at it. And you're starting to see these silly little errors start to catch up to Indiana now. We're going to shoot back down to the sideline. USA Eagle James Patterson, who predicted this turnaround. James, what do you make of the second half, though, so far?
It's great to see both sides at half times as 24-hour energy's kicked in, and now they've decided to come out and play some expansive rugby. Commendable, though, is little-known fact, Indiana's been largely self-coached this season, so amazing they can have that much structure and discipline within the game.
Yeah, that's an interesting fact. They are actually self-coached. The players putting their hands up, no head coach there. But the turnaround, who have you been impressed with from both sides? Firstly, the Northridge side, who have really come out in this first 40 and look great.
You know, I've been really impressed again with that loose forward trio at Northridge. They're making it very difficult.
Yeah, you talked about McGee. You gave us some great stats on her. She's had another impact here in the second half as we see McLaughlin with Indiana attacking now. Wagner with the ball. They're in their own half. James, what do Indiana need to do to turn things around here and start getting back into this game?
I think they just got to maintain possession. We know they've got size and they've got speed, but again, they're getting beaten at the breakdown.
Yeah, for Northridge, they've got to hold on to win. What do they need to do?
Just play the fundamentals. Keep the ball in hand, and Indiana, if they can't get position, they can't win.
Beautiful stuff, James Patterson. Thank you very much. You are a champion. We'll cross back to you in just a little bit as we get back to the action here. Indiana looking to turn things around. They have the ball, and they are in Northridge's half. Just probably 25 metres out from the line. There's some value there. They're starting to bunch up, though. You can see the fitness may be an issue here for the Indiana team. They're not getting their structure. They're not looking very sharp out wide. Numbers starting to bunch around the breakdown. Referee's got them there for, looks like not rolling away, I guess, with possession. Maybe not releasing would have been the call there.
Again and again, Indiana's breakdown. We got a quick tap coming from Chance. Oh, great inside step. Another step, breaking the defender's ankles there. That was great. Absolutely.
Oh, got it for a forward pass. I'm not too sure about the forward pass. And look who was there. It was Sneaky McGee again.
Sneaky McGee doing all the work around the park. But Killian Chance, again, looking for that quick tap option. Does a great job noticing where she can really push the tempo of this game, catch Indiana off guard. Maybe it is a fitness issue. Indiana slow to get back. She's taking her opportunities and really going. Great feet from her, too. Nifty little sidestep coming from Chance. Unlucky with that forward pass.
Hasn't she opened up in this second 40? Gillian Chance. They come down the Bryan side now. Morales. Oh, she's a strong girl. Morales is in the open. She's got the fullback to beat. She tries to go on the outside, back on the in. Great stuff from Coda there to wrap her up. Oh, she's dangerous, little Morales. She's a strong little one too. Still with Indiana now. This is better stuff. They keep going forward. Wagner. She dishes it off there. That's her back. That's her lock. Bauer. No relation to Jack, I don't think.
Absolutely brilliant play from Morales coming off there off the scrum. Scrappy little player. She's ready to rock and roll.
There's Jarrett, the outside centre. She's just bumping her way through, even into her own players. Get out of the way, she says.
Give it to Morales.
Oh, there's some value. Morales with the ball. Oh, just unlucky. The player come in there, support runner.
Chance looking to push the tempo here. Out to number 12.
Oh, Yesenia Camacho. Go, Yesenia Camacho. She's into the open. Back yourself.
Hey.
Oh, McLaughlin, what a great fullback tackle. Navarro with the ball in hand now. Can she get it away? McGee. Go, McGee. She sits back. Another offload. Oh, and just goes to ground that last pass. Unfortunately, Moreno drops the ball there. This is end-to-end stuff.
And again, Indiana with the ball, but a turnover. They get the ball again, and Chance, look at that offload. Camacho, the earlier try scorer, look at the fend, the feet, the speed, breaking through, absolutely getting into Indiana territory. The fractured defense, she's just fighting off defenders. What a great run, great offload. Unlucky to get a knock on there, but what a passage of play from Cal State Northridge. Just seems to get an ounce of light. As soon as Indiana messes up, they are attacking right away off that turnover ball. I think that's their success they've been finding in this game here.
Yeah, definitely looked the fitter of the two sides. As you see Wagner now, move it across, Lyons, shift across the background, out to Jarrett, ball goes down. Still with the ball, comes out to the fullback, McLaughlin. She's well handled though. Camacho with a good tackle, releases the player quickly. Good job from Camacho. She's back into another tackle, looking to steal that ball. Now they come back, keep it to the forwards. No, they kick it. There's no fullback back there. Well spotted from Indiana. Potter gets back quick, could be a little knock on. Oh, drops it on the foot.
Oh, what a pick up. That's Caphart. Wonderful hands from Caphart. Turnover, Northridge. Great boot from Chance, finding space. McLaughlin's back there, been great at 15. Finds a little purchase there on that kick, but still does not go to touch, and Coda covers well. She do well to counterattack here. Finds her number 7, Moreno. And again, Northridge within Indiana half. There's Chance getting out to Camacho. She's been great. Oh, great pickup there. Kofas. Oh, unlucky for Gary. She still has it, still dangerous.
Oh, what a great tackle from Jarrett there, the outside center to pull her down. Kagari is very dangerous. There's a penalty. She's got it for kicking there maybe, or something. I don't know what she's got. Kicking the ball outside.
Indiana.
But another penalty here.
Referee Bryant might have seen something there that we didn't, but made a kicking motion.
There we go, nice clearing kick. This will give Northridge a great attacking opportunity here.
Canterbury, the world's original rugby brand, are the proud kit sponsors to USA Rugby, kitting out players from grassroots to elite level rugby, both and on and off the field since 1904. Visit CanterburyUS.com today.
Good stuff, Canterbury. Big supporters of rugby in the United States. Here we go, big line out here, Indiana. They need to start turning things around and turning things around quickly. Just 15 minutes left on the clock. Oh, they've pulled Kagari off. Northridge have replaced Kagari. Maybe she's just running out of a little bit of juice, Kagari, but she's been their most dangerous player.
Bold move, Northridge. Bold move. I thought she was absolutely one of the most dangerous players on the pitch right now, but let's see how it turns out for them. They've got a 10-point lead here. Line out throw coming in. McGee, absolutely wonderful, great hands, and she gets up again, picks up her own ball, not held, and she keeps on going. Absolutely sneaky McGee, getting some work done up front. But Indiana doing a good job getting back and pushing the Northridge forwards back.
Bit of a stalemate there. Referee will pack things down. She's going to give it. Now, what they've done there really well is they've held up the player with the ball. It's almost called like a choke tackle, a strangle tackle. And once the ball stops moving, it's the onus of Cal State, who had the ball there, to get possession back. They couldn't do it. Indiana get the scrum. Yeah, Villa's come onto the wing here to replace Kagari. Also looks like a pretty impressive athlete. Let's see if she's got those jet shoes like Kagari. Wagner now. Comes out to Lyons. She moves it across to Jarrett. Nice little short ball.
Oh.
That looks like Kennedy with the ball on the outside.
Little spill forward there. Referee's playing on.
Actually, we've got a new winger out in there too. We'll get their number to you, sure. Very tough to see the numbers here on some of the Indiana players with the black numbers on the dark maroon jerseys. Brittany Lyons may have had an early shower. We could have a replacement out there. Don't see the characteristic lifting sausages she had around the thighs there for the lineouts anymore. Obviously nursing a bit of an injury, so may have succumbed to that. We'll get that to you as soon as we can. Little knock on there though. Indiana will remain in possession with the scrum here, about 35 out from their own line.
Knocked on by the Matadors.
Might be a huge blow for Indiana there. Losing Brittany Lyons. Not sure what's going on with her. She looked like she was gingerly walking on that ankle, maybe knee. She scored 4 tries against Davenport in the quarters. She's been absolutely shut down today by Sonia Livingston. She's done a great job of defense, bottling up her attacking prowess.
They move it out. Morales also very dangerous. Nice little switch play with Jarrett. Comes back to Lyons. The fly half. Can she get the ball away? Dishes it back. It's quick. They move it. There's some value there. Nice little spin move. She busts out of one tackle. Busts out of a second tackle. Gets up, plays it again. Play on. Beautiful stuff there from the Indiana players. They keep moving as Wagner.
Oh, what a hit.
Monster collision. Marissa Navarro kicked the change as she pulls in a massive hit. Comes out to Morales. Jarrett, nice little move there to get away from 2 tacklers. Still, she's met by these Northridge Matadors. Not rolling away the tackle player. Good call. They go quickly. She's got him for offside here. Great play, Wagner. She's through Wagner. She needs some support, though. It comes in the shape of Peterson. Another penalty, not retreating the 10. Uh-oh, timeout from the referee. Let's listen to what she has to say here. Let's hope it's not pulling a card. No, just the captain. She's going to calm things down here.
Replay coming on here. Look at the quick tap. Wonderful stuff from Victoria Wagner. The president of mind to push the tempo right now. Knowing they're down 10 points, they have to get points on the board as soon as possible, which is a great job, quick tapping and pushing the tempo of this match for her team. She's been doing that all game. She's been really pushing the tempo and being the marshal of this squad here, really creating the shape of this attack.
Yeah, they definitely have noticed an increase in their intensity here, the Indiana side. They're going to take the quick tap and go. Lucchesi, she's been busy. The young prop, she rumbles it forward. Wagner finds her 8-woman, I should say. Hollander, she's had a good game too. Little messy at the back here. Wagner finally comes out to Lyons. Lets one go, finds Morales. She's been strong in the tackle, Morales. She moves it out. Moreno drops it offside. Lyons with the ball. Out to the replacement. She needs to find Lyons again. She can't do so. It's Livingston again, just swarming in defense. Forces yet another error. Oh, Sonia Livingston, you are an absolute sensation out there on the wing.
And all you watching at home, join the conversation on Twitter on hashtag NCS2014. Have a good shout out on the Twitter sphere. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, nothing like a little bit of hashtag action.
Hashtag game on.
Here we go, big scrum here. We're coming down to 10 minutes to play. Indiana need to get some action on. Wagner moves her across the line. She looks for runners out 5, finds it in Morales. She misses Jarrett. Out to Kennedy. Can she get free? Kennedy comes back to Morales. McLaughlin comes up to the line to inject herself. She's well met though. Camacho in defense there, doing a great job in this second half. Wagner back to Morales. She's dangerous. Navarro can't get a hold of her. She breaks free, almost up to the 22. Indiana still with the ball. Wagner looks for runners. No one at home. She has to go herself. She picks up a few hard yards though, Wagner. Down to scrum half now. Caphart picks it up. She goes forward. Nice offload. They come back down to the blind side now. That's the number 7, Erickson.
I know we got Morales down, holding her leg. That's going to be a big blow for Indiana at the end of this game here. She's not getting up.
Oh, that would be huge for them. Already losing Lyons, one attacking weapon. Then Morales, who's been definitely the most dangerous. Yeah, she's holding that leg. It doesn't look good at all. She gets up. She's very ginger. Maybe a calf. Could be a cramp. Hopefully just a cramp. Here we go. Loose ball now. Still with Indiana. They take it back up. Northridge, though, just swarming in defense. Look at that with the steal.
Poach.
Beautiful poach. That was their number 7 in Moreno. The two loose forwards have been outstanding today, Moreno and McGee. But we've got them for a little knock on there. Yeah, you've got to tip your hat to Moreno and McGee. They've been so busy at all the breakdowns, just getting things done there.
Absolutely. It seems like Indiana fitness might be an issue here. Less and less numbers at the breakdown, Dan. That's what I'm seeing right here. Northridge is getting more opportunities for that turnover ball.
You kind of wonder, you know, James Patterson mentioned that they've gone without a head coach this year. One of the good things about a head coach is when you don't want to do that extra work, you've got someone there to yell at you. You kind of have to get it done, and you kind of wonder maybe in January, February, when the hard work had to be done, the fitness training and that, were the girls putting in as hard as the Northridge players who had, you know, Christina Alatorre there in their ear pushing the girls to work.
Fitness is a key issue here coming up. 71st minute. Absolutely see numbers at the breakdown. That's a surefire way to see what the fitness level are like and how many people are running around the pitch.
Oh, short little sneaky one from Lyons there on Law. I don't know about that one, but then Northridge have come away with it again as Morello moves it out. They've got some space here. Camacho pulls it down, backs herself. Lucasson forward, throws one dummy, two dummies. Pass goes to ground. McLaughlin now. Can she get free? No, she's well contained. Wagner gets in for the ball. She's met by Camacho. She drags it to the ground. Good defense there as Law pulls it away. Referee whistle blows. Oh, she's got it for a forward pass, Camacho. She's thrown the big dummy, Camacho. She's gone through, then she looked for some support. It was well defended by Kennedy, the winger. She kept herself in that passing lane the whole time and didn't allow her to find her outside support. You'll get a great look at it on the replay.
Yesenia Camacho has been absolutely brilliant. And there's a picture of the forward pass, but the break earlier did a great job finding the space and finding the gap in between the Indiana defenders. But, you know, at that point in time, you'd almost tell her to go ahead and take the tackle, take it to ground. Support's going to be there for you.
Yeah, she definitely had some red jerseys around her that would have helped her out. But they are up by 10, so they can play some attacking rugby. It's Wagner, very sloppy at the back of the scrum. Finally, she comes away with it, finds Lyons. Lyons short to Morella. She seems to have recovered as she gets the ball to Jarrett. Comes out to McLaughlin, looping around that side. Oh, guess who tackles McLaughlin? No one else than Sonia Livingston, of course. The defensive machine, but they keep on the attack now. Up to the 50-metre line, right on halfway. Wagner digging around for the ball. She's well met, though, by Moreno, and she drives her over the sideline. Another one of those loose forwards for this Matador side who have just been outstanding here this morning.
We're starting to see a few substitutions here. Ashley Gomez comes in, number 20 at prop. We're seeing Northridge maybe cycle out a few players here, get some fresh legs on the pitch. Great line out from Northridge. Looking to put it on the foot again. McLaughlin back there. She's been so good under the kick. Nice counterattack here. Finds the outside. Brilliant stuff from Samantha Kennedy. Does she have the swerve? Clona again putting in the hits from fullback. Just can't get past her line of defense. Number 9, absolutely putting in a great little backwards pass. Law. Kick goes straight into touch. Going to be Indiana ball, but what a play, what a run by Victoria Wagner. She's been absolutely wonderful. McLaughlin back there doing a great job fielding that kick. The counterattack from her has been superb. Let's see if Indiana can get a great attacking platform off this line out and find some real estate with one of these primary phase balls. See if they can get on the score line here.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to come from Wagner and McLaughlin. You get the feeling Morales may still be a little hesitant on that left leg of hers. She picked up the injury. You think if Indiana turn things around, it's going to come through that little scrum half Wagner. She has the ball now. She bumps off Navarro. Navarro comes again and drags her down. Little offload could be in a knock-on. Referee says little knock-on. She's playing advantage. No, she's not. She's put her hand back down. Play on, she says. Wagner with the ball. Comes out to Lyons. She needs to find some runners. Morales, Jarrett comes out to replacement winger. McLaughlin, not expecting it, to Morales. Camacho's all over Morales, 12 on 12. That's been a great battle, the two inside centers, both of them outstanding here today.
Absolutely, two very scrappy number 12s. Been very impressed with both their play. Both of them have found real estate on the attacking side, but each of them putting in the hits, the defensive efforts needed at their position.
You get the feeling just 5 minutes left here that if Indiana don't get over the try line shortly, it could be all she wrote.
They've had most of the territory, they just have not been able to convert.
Could be missing that attacking weapon. Brittany Lyons picked up an injury early in the game. Like you mentioned, 4 tries in the quarterfinals to get them here today. And they're probably missing that weapon indeed. But Caitlin Lyons now, she charges forward. Beautiful stuff there, right into the teeth of the defense. It's turned over again. McGee with another turnover. Probably an 8-9 turnover. Ball goes to ground though, if they can get it up quickly to Kennedy. Oh. Kennedy's away. Navarro's the last line. She drags it down. Navarro. Oh, beautiful stuff from Marissa Navarro. She finally gets the tackle player down. Indiana still with the ball though as Bauer takes it forward. Can they recycle? It's stolen. Waters Mullins, and finally sanity prevails. Gillian Chance drops it onto the foot and kicks it over the line. That may have been one of the last rolls of the dice that Indiana have there.
Samantha Kennedy absolutely being robbed by Marissa Navarro. Oh, man. You'd love to see Samantha get the ball here, and she does so well getting along the outside, but look at this. Navarro holding on for dear life, waiting for her support to get there and bottle up the winger. But what a great job. She's been absolutely all over the pitch. Her defensive efforts have been felt by her team. Marissa Navarro, she's one of the big reasons why they're in this position, 10 points ahead with 5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, you get the feeling every time there's a tackle to be made or an Indiana player to be stopped, Marissa Navarro's right there. She's been sensational in the lineouts as well, jumping at 2. There she is again, getting her hand on that ball, making things a little sloppy as Wagner pulls it down. Orlando, her 8-woman, she just runs it forward, just 22 out from the line. A little bit sloppy there at the breakdown. Wagner digs around for the ball, finds Caphart, little offload to her counterpart there, and Lucchesi. Back to Kennedy. She's just breaking tackles, Kennedy. Finally comes in with a big hit there from 21, the replacement, Malia Parker. Earns her side a penalty though. Let's see if they go quickly. Wagner's showing a tendency to want to attack straight off these penalties.
Now on the field for Cal State Northridge.
They got to push the tempo here, Dan. They can't sit around talking about this. They have very little time to get 10 points on the board. A lot of wasted time here. Have a sense of urgency.
There goes Anna Orlando. Good run from her. Now it comes down to the replacement, Kaylee Doherty. She has a good little run. Still they keep it in tight, Indiana. Like you said, under 4 minutes left on the clock here at the field. Orlando with the ball. Can she get free, Orlando? No, she can't. Just dragged down meters from the line. Caphart has a run down the blind side. She's got to be just inches from the line. She can't get it over. Wagner digging around. Short ball. Will they get over? Try time. That's Shelby Runyon. She gets a well-earned try, Runyon. Oh, they're back. They're down by 5. Kick to come.
What a forwards effort there, absolutely. They finally maintained possession. They kept it tight. We're bringing in the replay for Shelby's try here, but it was a lot of keeping the ball tight. A lot of great work from the forward pack there, taking hits after hits, really fronting up, almost getting over the line there, but smartly bringing it back. Then you got Victoria Wagner. She's been all over the park, digging the ball out, making sure getting it to her forward pack, coming on a hot line, and Shelby scoring down the try. You would think if they kept this up and maintained possession and getting their forwards involved like that, they could do something here in the last minutes of the game and get back on the score line.
Yeah, very, very important kick here for McLaughlin. She makes this kick. A try will win them the game. If she misses it, a try will tie it up and they'll need to convert. Oh, she struck it beautifully. Oh. Will it have the legs? It just comes short. Oh, Morgan McLaughlin. Very unlucky. And now just 5 points in this game. The clock, the viewers see at home, is 79 minutes. So one of the stadiums showing just 2 minutes to play. A little bit of injury time left. Can Northridge hold on here, Colin Hawley?
They got their tails up right now, a little bit of confidence going. You see a spark on the line. They feel like they can do it now. They get the ball back. Absolutely plenty of time left on the clock to score another try. They just have to maintain possession here. Not doing so well covering the kickoff.
Yeah, Doherty, the replacement, does well to recover it. There's our try scorer, Runyon. She's got some wind in her sails, Runyon. She goes forward. Wagner digging around. They come down the blind side. Lucchesi, she just bumps off one player. Wagner, under pressure, gets it to Lyons. She'll just take it into contact lines, the fly half. They need to keep the ball here, Indiana. It could be turned over again. No, Wagner does well. Caphart. She takes it forward. They're picking up good yards here.
Oh!
Big clean out on Doherty, but she's okay.
Wagner doing a great job. That's a messy ball that she's doing, picking that thing up. She's doing brilliant.
Oh, knock on. Oh, I don't know about that. It's a tough call. Looks like she's got it for a forward pass. I thought the ball may have actually bounced forward more than it was propelled forward. And we have 56 seconds left on the clock here. This is a huge scrum. Northridge just need to win this scrum, hold on to the ball for a few phases and kick it into touch, and they're on their way to the national championship game.
Northridge here, you must hold on to this pill. She keeps it in.
Offside. She's offside. She's miles in front of the kicker.
Indiana gets another chance.
Watch
another
Wagner.
go.
Where's Wagner? She'll go quick.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's going to take her time. She's got time to kick. No, she takes the tap.
Go on, Wagner.
Got to get away from the sideline. Goes back in field. Runyon with the ball now. We're going to get a finish here. Comes across. There's Shelby Runyon again, the try scorer. That was Edders before with the run. They need to keep the ball
counter ruck Northridge. They've stolen this one.
She's kicked it to the open.
Oh no!
Could be trouble. Could be a lot of trouble.
Oh, what a pin!
Morales with the ball.
She's got pace.
Morales on the outside.
She's got pace.
Morales is open. Can she get there, Morales? Oh! Jade Law comes down the scrum half. What a tackle. Still Indiana with the ball. They're inside the 22. No, turnover. The ball gets kicked again and finally over the sideline. Oh, I need some baby aspirin. Oh my God. Pumping. Northridge, the Matadors hold on. 15 points to 10. Colin Hawley, what about that finish?
Oh, unlucky there. What a run by Morales. She's been everywhere. She almost gets the go-ahead tying try at the end of this game. Oh, Northridge lucky there. Keep the ball in play from all those kicks to touch.
Yeah, we saw Gillian Chance. She looked to put the ball over the sideline, changed her mind at the last second, kicked to the open side. Then we saw Morales. She has speed to burn, almost turned this game on its head. We would have had extra time perhaps, and that would have been sensational stuff. But Northridge Cow, definitely the better team in that second 40, deserving this victory.
Oh, absolutely. You know, from the first half, Indiana keeping the possession the entire time spent in Northridge's half. They did an amazing job. Here's the read coming through from the try scorer. Getting the ball up to Camacho. She was right there in support, getting under the sticks. Indiana had most of the possession, but when Northridge had the opportunities, they capitalized. That was the most important thing. She found the players, found the support to get over the try line. And here we go again. Bringing the ball out. There's our try scorer, Camacho. Bringing out to the sideline, and there's Sonia Livingston. She did such a great job all over the field, on defense, on attack. She was absolutely one of the great impacting factors. Great job by Indiana here. They've been fighting and fighting within their own end here. Wagner digging the ball out. She's done a great job marching forwards, getting to Shelby, and she just backs in. Great job, great forwards work try. But what a match between these two sides, both fighting for it. And here we go. USA Rugby's Work For It campaign. USA Rugby has a new rallying cry. It celebrates what it means to be a rugby player in the United States and unites us all behind a creed that will inspire the new American rugby tradition. Now is the time for rugby in America. USA Rugby is now Work For It Rugby. Visit workforit.org.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. For Colin Hawley, James Patterson, myself, Dan Powell, we're going to take a little break here. Step away. Do not go away. Coming up, the second Women's Division II semi-final, Florida International University versus Mary Washington. Don't go away.
Hey, Colin, my bad. I wasn't in any. After the highlight, I couldn't have anything else. It's too hard to get you guys.